Hello guys, Bobby Drives here. So you guessed it, the new car is a BMW M6. Well, in fact, it's actually a 150 scale off the real car. Check out guys, look how nice it looks. Look, it's beautiful, isn't it? We bought this car with this little replica because it creates goals. And after much time of saving and working hard, guys, I present to you the real BMW M6 F13. Just look how stunning it is. This car was a dream and that car is now reality. Wow, just look at it. Right guys, let's start this review. Hello guys, Bobby Drives here. So today I'm going to be showing you what's replaced the Mercedes CL 500. You probably guessed it by the title of this video. Anyhow, the Mercedes CL 500, absolutely loved it. It was like a yacht, it was super luxurious. It packed a 5-litre V8 with 400 brake horsepower, so it was pokey enough. However, we just wanted something a little bit newer, a little bit more modern, a little bit more sporty. So guys, I present to you the BMW F13 M6. And just look at that combination. That San Marino blue with the white leather. Personally, I think it's the best combination you can get out of it. We are going to go for a drive, check out all the features from the inside and outside, and take it from there. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Do hit the bell notification button so you'll be notified for my new videos. Smash the likes button if you did like it, and don't forget to follow me at Bobby Drives. So guys, I'll start with explaining why we bought this BMW M6. So we had the Mercedes CL for about a year and a half, but prior to that, we had the predecessor M6, the E63 shape, which was a coupe. We bought it in 2008, had it all up to 2018. So yeah, we owned an M6 for 10 years. It was stupidly expensive. It wasn't the most reliable car because it was the first M6 that they've properly made, but I still loved it. It had a V10 5-litre naturally aspirated engine which produced 500 brake horsepower, and it sang all the way up to 8,500 revs. Honestly guys, I'd say it actually sounded like a Formula 1 engine. I absolutely loved the predecessor M6, and that's why we've decided to go with the F13 M6, and so far it's exceeded all of my expectations. And the reasons why this car exceeded my expectations is, first of all guys, just the look of this car. I think it's so much more of a better looking than the predecessor. The previous M6 was too rounded, not many people liked it. I still did like it, but this car with its flat profiles, the flat bonnet, it's just wider than the previous car, and I love how you got these two slits going across on the carbon fibre roof. Just makes it look a lot more sportier. Also to note guys, we spent ages trying to find the right combination. We really wanted the San Marino blue. There's loads of blacks, whites and greys for sale, but I feel this San Marino blue just stands out. It actually makes the car feel a little bit more special, especially when the sun's out. And we definitely wanted the white leathers. So with the blue and the white, I just think this is the best combination you can get in an M6. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree. Is there any other colours that you like? But when it's washed and the sun's out, it's just stunning. The next reason is the interior. So as soon as I get in this car guys, you've got soft closing doors. Admittedly not all M6 have them, but it has it on this, and it just makes the car feel a little bit more special. But as soon as you get in, the whole cockpit just feels a lot more thorough, a lot more solid and a lot more refined. It's just almost silent inside. One thing I should say with the previous M6, like I said, it's always on like steroids. Even when we were sitting in traffic, the car was very loud, it was very aggressive, burning a lot of fuel away. This car's actually quite reserved, it's quite quiet. So when you're in traffic, it's not that loud, but as soon as you put your foot down on that throttle, it just changes. This is powered by a 4.4 litre V8, so you do lose 2 cylinders, but it makes up for it because BMW have given you 2 turbos. So this is a 4.4 litre V8 with 2 turbos, and it's the best combination. You get the sound of that V8 rumble, but you get the swirling from the turbos, and the way they work together is just brilliant. Those turbos spool up really quickly, so you don't get any lag whatsoever really, and it just flies off the line. One thing I've also noticed guys, as soon as I let go of the accelerator, the car keeps going for a second, so you got to take that in, that maybe the turbos are still spinning, so the car still goes on a little bit even after I've let go of the accelerator. But I actually love the way this sounds, and when you really are pushing it and you let go of the accelerator, you get a lot of excess fuel which comes through the exhaust and it burns it away, and it gives those real big pops and bangs which we all love. And with the combination of the engine and the turbos, this car produces around 560 brake horsepower, 502 pounds of torque, meaning it'll get you 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds with a top speed of 155 miles an hour because it's electronically limited. If you did have the M drivers pack, it will get you up to 190 miles an hour. You can obviously get their competition pack in this, which gives you an extra 40 brake horsepower, about 15 pounds more of torque, and it'll get you 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds, so it's 0.3 of a second quicker than this. And you do get things like black exhaust, black wheels, stiffened suspension, upgraded dampers. So that's a bit more of a track focused M6. For us, we didn't really need that. We love this M6. It has all the power that it needs. Sadly, this is the last of the M6s or the 6 Series. So they've all now been replaced with the 8 Series and the M8. But the history about this, it all started in the 1980s with the E24, and that was the M635 CSI. Beautiful car, had like 282 brake horsepower for the 1980s, and it was still a very quick car. But then there was a big gap all the way up to the mid 2000s where the E63 M6 came out. Absolutely a beautiful car. Probably wasn't the most reliable because it hasn't been worked on as much compared to say like their M3 and how many generations they've got, that they've got better and better. So the E63 M6, sorry guys, when I say E63, it sounds like I'm talking about a Mercedes, but it's the model number. So the M6 2005 era, it wasn't the most reliable, but when it worked, my God, did it sing and did it whistle. Then you moved on to the F13s. These started in 2011, went all the way up to 2017, and now they have been discontinued. You could get the Grand Coupe in this, which is the 4-door version, and that went up to 2018. Same with the convertible. But yeah, sadly guys, no more M6s. So I have a feeling these cars are going to hold their price quite well. We picked up for just under £30,000. It's got good mileage. I think it's only got about 40 or 45,000 miles on it. Full service history by BMW, so it's a really good spec one. It comes with warranty. Oh, that's one thing I'd say guys, when you've got cars like this, please get warranty because they are expensive when they go wrong. But yeah, the last of the M6s, so we're going to probably keep on to this for quite a long period. Let's see if it holds its value, let's see if it goes down or if it stays stable. But it's a whole lot of car for under £30,000. This brand new was listed at £96,000. Stunning car. And what, it's 7 years old? I think it's done quite bad actually in depreciation, but we brought it at the stage where it's not going to go down that much really after this. So guys, I thought we'd go around the car and I'll show you some features quickly, starting with the side indicators. I love how you've got an M6 logo and it's black. This high gloss shadowed black line goes throughout the whole car, so there's not much chrome on it. Next thing are the alloy wheels. Now these are 20-inch, some BMW M6s come with 19-inch, but these do have the 5-spoke upgraded 20-inch alloy wheels. They are like a high gloss silver finish, which is a diamond cut finish. The disc brakes are like, I don't know how big they are, but they're massive. They're like 15 or 16 inches. Just huge disc brakes, but you need that to stop this powerful car. And I love how the brake calipers are blue, which complement the blue on the car. Just looks nice together. What I'm really impressed about is that all M6s come with the LED adaptive lights. And I did some research to see if I could find any without them, but no, all M6 comes with LED adaptive lights. So they're really cool. When you're driving down the road, they will actually steer with your steering wheel, turn left and right. They're super bright, super sharp. And I just feel they look so cool. I love this design and how it's got flat profile at the bottom and you've got this little metallic at the top. If you get a normal 6 Series, which is a non-facelift, you'll just have circular lights, but these are extra special. The only time you get these in a 6 Series as standard is when you get the facelift, which is the LCI, which is 2016, 2017 onwards. Another thing I really like is this BMW M6 badge on the front kidney grills. Now this is paying its heritage to the original E24 6 Series, which came out in the 1980s. The M6 after that, the E63, didn't have this, but yeah, I really like that the newer M6s have got that, and it just makes it look a little bit more special, especially when someone's looking at you from the rearview mirror. Also guys, let me know if I'm wrong here, but doesn't this car just look like a big hoover, like it just wants to suck in loads of air? I can't believe this. This car's got 3 radiators, one on this side, one in the middle, and one on that side. Even with the big kidney grills, it just looks like it just wants to breathe in a lot of air, and I love the way it looks so aggressive. So guys, another feature I really like about this car, which is an optional extra, you do have the soft closing doors, so as soon as you open them, and if you're a little bit lazy, you can just push it like that, and the car sucks in the door itself. I'll show you one more time. Open it, push it. Isn't that brilliant? I also think the rear of the car is just beautiful. With these lights going across and they're so wide, it just makes the car look even more flat and wider. It's just a beautiful design. But starting with the exhaust, so you've got quad exhaust on the back, which are stainless steel. If you did get the competition pack, they are coated in black, so that's one way you can tell the difference. You've got this rear diffuser here in the middle, the M6 badge, and you've got this rear spoiler, which again makes it look a little bit more sporty. Whilst we're here, I'll turn the car on so you can hear what it sounds like. And that's the sound of the engine, guys. I hope you really liked it. I love the sound that this V8 makes. And bear in mind, we haven't changed the exhaust or played around with it. These are stock exhausts from BMW, and you do hear those pops and bangs. However, which is a bit of a disappointment, it does have the rev soft limiter, which hopefully we are going to get removed, because right now it's only revving up to about 3,500, 4,000 revs. Once that's removed, you can rev it up to 7,500 revs, and I'm sure that'll sound quite juicy. And guys, here's the engine. Just look at that magnificent beauty. It's almost symmetrical. It's like what you see on the left is like kind of what you see on the right, but it's a little bit off-centered here. But yeah, you've got two air filters, two turbos, and a massive 4.4 litre V8. I love this bay. I think it's just a beautiful engine. Another thing, guys, I really like is the carbon roof. If you just look there, you can see the woven material. Now, because this car's blue, it does actually stand out, whereas the predecessor M6 we had, because it was black, you couldn't actually notice the roof. But yeah, what a beautiful roof. So let's have a look inside the car now. So guys, first thing I'd say, as soon as you press the start button, even though I'm not starting the car, the steering wheel adjusts to where I want it to be. You've got this beautiful white levers which go throughout, and they are super soft. But then the whole interior is either silver or carbon fibre. And to note, this is real carbon fibre. It's not the fake stuff. This is real carbon fibre. The gearbox is a 7-speed dual clutch gearbox, so it just slams the gears in super quickly. Around the gear lever, you've got loads of little buttons, starting with traction control. This button is to change between comfort, sport, or efficiency. That's to change your suspension if you want to make it softer or harder. Same with the steering wheel, you can go from comfort, sport, or sport plus. This here, a lot of people get confused about this. This is how aggressive you want the gears to change. If you want to change really slowly or change really fastly, you'd go up and down with the scale, and when you've got it on max, it literally just slams the gears in. To the left, you've got your parking sensors. Above that, you do have a camera button. So this has an optional extra. If I press that, I've got cameras in my front bumper to the left and to the right. So if I'm coming out of a tight road, I can see what's on the left and what's on the right. I've got the rear view camera as well, and it gives some sort of 360-degree angle. So that's really cool. To the left, you've got your iDrive system, which controls this big, I think it's a 12-inch screen. You can connect your Bluetooth, your music, your telephone calls. It's not the newest system, but it's still really responsive. I'll tell you what's funny. It's the same system that I've got in my BMW 330, which is a 2011 plate. Bear in mind, this is a 2013. But this is slightly upgraded, slightly a little bit more better, and the maneuverability of it's a little bit more fluid. Stuff like sat-nav, music, multimedia, it's all in here. And if you want to see in depth of this infotainment screen, then you can click up here and watch my BMW, because it's effectively the same iDrive system. Moving down that, you come to this big area where you've got a big CD player. You've got buttons up here which you can control, obviously, which track you want to listen to. There also are sensors, so you can save them to be programmed to different options within this car. Underneath that, you do have your dual climate control with heated seats. But I'll tell you what's really unique and what I like about this car. A lot of cars nowadays have dual temperature, so that person could be warm, this person can be cold. But you actually have two different fan settings, so they can have their fan really high. This one could be really low. I haven't seen many cars which have dual fan control as well. This car has it. Beneath that, if you press this compartment, it will open up to where the cup holders are. At the moment, there's loads of change in there and bits and bobs. Just beyond the iDrive controls, you do have an ashtray and a 12-volt charging point. And where the armrests are, the individual, so you can open up the right one or you can open up the left one. Loads of storage. You've got an auxiliary cable, another 12-volt charging point, a USB cable, and a phone cradle. It's actually quite big. You've got quite a lot of storage in this. Talking about storage, the glove box isn't the biggest, but it's enough to store some items. It's all lined with Velcro, so it's nice and soft and luxurious in there. And I like how you've got a dedicated area to keep your manuals for the car, so it's separate. The side door card, you can easily fit like a 500ml bottle of water. Anything bigger than that you might struggle. But again, guys, I just love how this carbon fibre goes throughout the whole car. It definitely makes it feel a lot more sportier. The steering wheel is the facelift steering wheel. Bear in mind, you'll get them in all of the M6s. If it wasn't an M6, you'd have an older looking steering wheel until they became facelift in 2016, and then you'd get the steering wheel. But I absolutely love this BMW steering wheel. It's nice and thick. Admittedly, it's not as thick as some other BMW steering wheels, which is a good thing. It's a multi-function steering wheel, so I can control my cruise control, my limiter, my music, my telephone calls. But what's really nice, guys, you've got two buttons here. One which says M1 and one which says M2. And what that means, this car's got 3 different driving positions that you can save. So when you start the car, neither of these are on, and it's probably going to be in comfort mode or efficient mode. Currently M1 is saved, so as soon as I press M1, everything goes into Sports Plus, the steering, the suspension, the whole power of the car. So you press M1 and you're at the traffic lights, you are ready to go. If you press M2, that's been saved to be a slightly tamed version of the Sports Plus, so instead of being in Sports Plus, it's in Sports. Or if I press that again, it turns it off and it goes back to comfort. But remember, guys, you can adapt these to whichever way that you want them to be. Beyond the steering wheel, you do have your paddle shifts. They are metal, and I love the way that they feel in your hands. To the right, you've got your buttons to control your automatic daytime lights. You actually do have a heads-up display, so especially when you are putting your foot down, it's quite nice that you've got a view right in front of you. Up here, you do have the SOS button, so if you do break down or there's something wrong, you can press that. We'll connect to BMW services, and they'll be able to assist you. Whilst you're up here, you'll notice, yeah, there's no sunroof. And it's not even an option, you can't get a sunroof. It's because you do have the carbon fibre roof, which all day long I'd rather have than a sunroof, because it makes this car a lot lighter. Bear in mind, guys, this car's just under 2 tons, so it's still already a heavy car. I'm not going to jump into the rear, but the rear is quite tight. It's okay for short distances, but if you are going on a really long drive, the 2 people in the back are going to suffer quite a bit. Right, guys, let's take this car for a drive. Apologies, it is getting a bit dark now because it's like the winter months. But yeah, let's take this car for a drive. First thing is, like I said, when I'm in this car, it's just definitely so much more refined. It's just quieter, it feels smoother, it feels just better built than the predecessor, the E63. One thing I would say, because you've got the 20-inch tyres or alloys, you can actually hear the road surface quite a bit. But yeah, it's absolutely a really nice car to be in. Not only is this an M6, it's a super fast car, it's also a GT. This is a great Grand Tourer. I could drive this car on a motorway for miles and miles and I wouldn't feel achy or tired afterwards because I've been driving a sports car. This car, you don't feel like that at all. It's a nice car to drive. At the moment, I've got it in comfort mode. I haven't pressed any of the buttons because you don't even need to. Look, right now I'm doing 35 miles an hour and I'm already in gear 6. So this car is quite a sleepy car. But if I play with the pedals, go down to gear 3, you can hear it starting to open up. Oh, wow. It's just that turbo. When that turbo kicks in, it just goes woof. And like I said, guys, even when I let go of the accelerator, it's actually still giving a little bit of power. It's still got a little bit of oomph, so you've got to take that into consideration. And again, it's probably because the turbos are still spooling up. I'll open the windows a bit. Let's put it into M1. Now this is soupy, do you like that? This is soupy sports, this is. I've got it in gear 2. It's just spinning. The traction control light keeps coming in, but we're in gear 3. Wow. Oh god, this is super fast. This is super fast. Guys, I'm not even just saying it. This having almost 560 brake horsepower, it's crazy. Like I said, you're getting 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. I've watched some videos where the guys have done an absolutely perfect launch control and they've got it down to 4 seconds. It's just a crazy car. And you've got to remember, this is not like the newer BMWs where you've got 4-wheel drive, so it puts the power down perfectly. This is still, like I'd say, an old school BMW where all that power goes to the rear. So it's super fast. So put the window down, drop into gear 2. Wow, you see, it's just spinning. So you hear that little burble? Oh. The roads are just too wet and you just can't put the power down. And like I said, guys, we're in the winter months now. Give it 4 months or so, let it get into springtime. I'm going to do another video on this where we have longer days where there's more light and it'll be a little bit warmer so I can put the power down properly. Because now, since I put the power down, the traction control light's coming on. Now, guys, I put it into M2 mode. So it's still sporty, but it's not the Sports Plus. Now it's just everything's in sports. But let's take a left down here, so I've got a little bit more of an open stretch. Again guys, I'm not going to max this out because it's just no point. You just end up spinning everywhere. But I seriously love my heads-up display. I've got all my information there. Dropped into gear 2 now. Oh mate, it's just seriously some serious power this is. I know I drove the CLA 45S AMG recently, and I said that's a super fast car, and which it is guys, it is super fast. It's just got so much power, especially for being a 2-litre 4-cylinder engine. But it's just different to this. Obviously this being double the cylinders, being a V8, but yeah, sorry guys, I just love the power. But like I was saying, the CLA 45S was a stupidly fast car, but this is even more of a stupid fast car. Admittedly, 0 to 60, between this and the CLA 45S AMG, there probably won't be much in there. The CLA 45S might be even a little bit faster because it's got 4-wheel traction, all the power goes to all 4 wheels, this only goes to the rear. But this is the V8 and it's got the turbos, it just keeps on going. Like after 60, this doesn't die, the power is just there. So drop it. But again guys, I'm back into normal comfort now, and I'll tell you what it is, because this has a dual clutch transmission, it just makes the gears so seamless. I'm in gear 4 right now, I didn't even realise it. It's gone now gear 5. It just changes the gears so seamlessly, and the way this car grips, it's just phenomenal. So guys, I'm in Sports Plus now. Wow. That's the first time I almost got it to nearly 7,000 revs. And I'm so sorry, it's so dark. But let's max it. Good to get through. Wow. See, it's just, yeah, the way this car builds speed, it's just phenomenal. It's just crazy. And guys, another thing is, as soon as you put in Sports Plus, the steering will become so heavy. This is a hydraulic steering, it's not electric steering, so it feels really direct. Where I point this car does go. But even if I'm not in Sports Plus, it's just still so responsive, it's so accurate. I know exactly where I'm going to be going with this car. Oh man, this power is just unbelievable. I dare not put my foot down in gear 1 because then that's just going to be asking for it. Get into gear 2. Car just feels so planted, even though it is a rear wheel drive car, it just feels so planted to the road. You definitely have to build up some confidence with this car. I don't think you can just get in there and start freshening it and put your foot down, because it is still quite a scary car. It will spin out. I love again the way the lights just turn with my steering. Gear 3. Brakes are phenomenal. That sound. Just love it. Even when I'm driving, if I drop a gear, oh, it's just a beautiful sound, guys. Don't know what else to say about this car, but you've got to be a little bit careful with it. I can't throw it around as much as I did with the CLA 45S. Got to respect it a little bit more. But once you get to know this car, it's just a beautiful car to drive. And like I said guys, look, now I've stopped and it's totally silent and you can't even see me, so what's the point? So guys, that brings us to the end of the review. I hope you really liked it. I absolutely adore this car. I'm really glad that we've bought it, and one which is a good spec, because like I said guys, if these goes wrong, they tend to be quite expensive. I'm glad we've got the warranty to cover us. But yeah, just love the blue with the white levers. It's a truly sought after car and it just looks beautiful. Again, let me know guys if I'm wrong or if you agree with me. But unfortunately it is winter, so I wasn't able to put my foot down as much because the rear tires just spin up. So we'll wait to spring, summertime where I'll do another review and I really will put my foot down and put this car through its paces and let's see how fast it goes. But if you are new to my channel guys, don't forget to subscribe, do hit the bell notification button so you'll be notified for my new videos. Smash the likes button if you did like it. It does really help me, helps me get more exposure and it helps me get more cars on the channel. And don't forget to follow me at Bobby Drives. But until next time guys, keep safe and I'll see you then.